Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pendragon, year 492. I'm Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris on the social medias. I am your game master for Pendragons. I'm doing okay. I played a lot of games since we last met each other. And I'm excited to be back here to Pendragon, though, because this is my one true love. Speaking of true loves, Jim, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Enjoying all this time indoors as like I not like as a I'm not in outside because I'm just a shut in, but because I have to be inside. So I appreciate the excuse. I hope everybody else out there is doing well, and I am excited to play. Feels like yesterday that we're playing.
All right.
It
That's
does for
good.
me. It was like
Yeah.
I was cool.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Awesome. I feel like this has been 15 years, even though it's been a week. Colin, set the record straight. How you
Hey,
doing?
I'm doing okay. Doing all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Short and
How's
sweet.
how's Banner Lords?
Dug into it a little bit. I'm terrible at the game. I'm like real bad. I was never good at any of the Mountain Blade games, but like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm bad. I'm so bad. I love it.
That's how I am with Rogue Tech. I'm terrible, but I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so let's get ready to do some Pendragons. It's the year 492, and I have a quote for everyone today. The evil that men do lives after them. The good oft interred with their bones. By Billy Shakes. So Julius Caesar. All right, so 492. You all are back home. Seems to be a little bit of return to normalcy for your all's lives. And how do you take it? I want to have an open scene here. Particularly, I want to know about your children and how things are going with your children. Specifically, like we can totally start with Erwin here, because Erwin, this is the last year you see your kid, right? Gorthrin has now 7. Gorthrin has been kind of suggested that he should go into the page things early in Sarum, and you held him back. And now there's no holding him back anymore. He is no longer a child. He's going to have to get ready to go to Sarum. And he'll be riding out with you pretty much to the Easter feast.
Oh, great.
He won't be in the feast, obviously, but like, don't make 2 trips.
Sure.
So, is there any like sort of encouragement? Like, do we have a scene of maybe we can go back in time too if you want to do something else, but like, that scene of what you guys are getting ready, or like, is this a lesson? Is he aware that he's doing this yet? Like in terms of like how important it is and everything like that, or
I would say, yeah, that
in
at
summer
least,
camp.
yeah, that maybe at some point over that garrison break that the letters started to include like advice for young Gorthrin and what to expect come spring. And so, yeah, I think Erwin would be honest with him and pretty much like emphasize that this is the foundation upon which his knighthood will be built.
Cool. So you're really trying to impress upon him. What is that, like the importance of glory then? Like this is the base of glory, or is there anything?
This is where he will learn the kind of skills and become the not become, but cultivate the sort of character that a knight who earns glory must have.
Will I learn to fight like you, Dad?
With any luck, yes, but I only learned because of hard practice.
I don't need any of that. Mom says I'm a natural talent.
Well, nevertheless, listen to the sword masters.
But what do they know? I'd rather listen to you.
Well, then if you did, you'd listen to the sword masters.
Rub his head, and that's the scene. Cool. What about you, Gareth?
So both of my kids, Aeswin and Glessic, are 4 by my count. They were both born in 487. So they're like they're verbal, but like not great the sentences.
Yeah, but they have sass that is
Oh yeah.
pretty
Um,
both of them.
I think I actually call Acewin my
Cunning.
little Saxon as like a term of endearment. And
Yeah, totally.
Lady Elaine hates that.
Oh, of course.
Uh,
Oh boy. Are they okay, so let me do a quick thing here. They have been, or do you want to declare, or do you want to do the one who rolls their aptitude? Because they've had a little bit enough time. Are they showing off either of them to become knights, or both of them to be stewards?
I think Acewin shows aptitude. I don't know about Glessig though.
Okay.
So we should roll. We should roll
Yeah.
for Glessig.
And I want to point out that I think Glessig has something different about them.
Okay.
Glessig's hair has begun to change. Off from your sort of like, I imagine you had sort of like the dirty brown kind of color.
My character
darker.
had black hair.
Black hair. Okay.
Yeah.
Then the other way around. Their hair is actually like developing a little bit of a brown highlight to it. Which is not Elaine's color or your color of hair.
Okay. Gareth is in idle, drunken moments wondering what color was the first Glessig's hair.
Yeah.
And I think I might like next time Erwin and Gareth are together, he'll just casually be like, "Do you remember what color Glessig's hair was?" Me neither. Just wondering. Idle thought.
Nice. I would like to give you all the opportunity here if you want to secure anything for your kids as they like a role of some kind, or adjust their stats in a way, which would be like you're basically mentoring them as a kid, and just describe a little bit of maybe that scene, and then do a test for them, and then I will roll like basically a 50-50 to see if they actually get the right lesson from you.
I think Gareth is secretly, he's had so many brushes with death. I think he is trying to teach Acewin like the value of not getting hit, of like picking your fights, because he has not been good about that.
So you're showing. So is this accompanied with lessons of where each of these scars comes in?
Gareth does not show them his scars ever.
Okay.
He doesn't even have his shirt off around them.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Your old chest is messed up.
Yeah.
Whew.
Okay. Cool. So do you want to? So you're pointing out maybe like prudence in battle. So is this a battle test?
Yeah. That's exactly. I'm being like I know my little Saxon. I know that you want to take that sword and run your old man through, but there's another kind of fight, and like kind of lean into that.
Okay, everyone.
The little Saxon doesn't give a shit.
At home just totally uses that little wooden axe and goes right into your shin.
Yep. Yeah. Fuck.
Or this, and just hits you right in the shin, like right above, like right below the knee. Like right in the pain point, and you're like, oh, and you literally keel over, and she runs away, doing her own similar. Ah! Her Viking.
I've been wrong before,
screech.
I suppose.
Deserved it. All right, yeah. With a fumble, there's no chance for them to impart that lesson. In fact, they absolutely get the opposite lesson. They will be reckless in fight. It's not to say they will be bad. Does that mean they'll be bad at battle? Yeah, I think it just means attack. This is a single experience of a kid who's like 4 years old. I'm not saying this person's doomed to be a terrible general, right? They're not going to be a McClellan, but like, who knows? Who knows what happens?
I taught them a lesson. It just wasn't the lesson that I wanted to teach.
Sure. Yeah, they learned something.
Yeah, they learned when Daddy's looking the other way. Easy target.
Yeah, I love this stuff. I love forcing you all having to be mentors or parents and leaders in some way. I love it. Love seeing what you value and get a chance. Cool. All right. Yeah. So other than that, wondering if you all would have heard anything like this, because this is pretty big news, and I'm not sure if you would hear it from the feast or not. So let's do an intrigue roll from everybody. This doesn't have a penalty or like a consequence if you fail to choose. This is just hearsay from travelers.
What are we rolling?
Intrigue.
Intrigue.
This is involving certain rumors and events that have transpired.
Okay, there it is. Boom. Success.
Oh, I critted.
Wow, you critted.
Ooh,
Okay.
On a 2.
On a 2.
Okay. Well, go ahead and check that, my friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you both have heard this. So here's a few things have gone down since you have returned. For starters here, apparently, Merlin is no longer in favor with Uther. Apparently, they've had a falling out, some sort of scuffle over something. You also know, that Uther has pretty much never really left Terrabil, the Castle Terrabil. He came back there. He's been basically just snogging his wife, and apparently Merlin's real mad about it. So that's pretty much you get the gist of it. And where this manifests is that you two, apparently your names are getting brought up in a bad way.
By who?
You wouldn't know this because it's just the court, right? But this makes perfect sense because Uther knows you.
Unfortunately.
No, I meant Erwin. Uther knows you.
Oh.
Advice about the merchants, right? You are being brought up, and you know explicitly that it's another advisor, Sir Brastius, the one who opened the gates at Terrabil. Sir Brastius, he's what?
He's also the one that saved my life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Apparently, he's calling you out. He's calling both of you out as dishonorable knights for being buddies with Merlin. And specifically, the specific claim that he's calling you out on is that it's more pointed towards Gareth, and you are culpable because you're friends with him. Erwin. Apparently Gareth's talk about a kid and another king at the speech is apparently coming back on him. And like that doesn't make you're like, why would anyone care about this? What the hell? But this is an official thing that's happening, and it's so official that both of you are losing one honor for it.
Yeah, I think Gareth would hold a little friend dinner with Erwin to discuss this, because this is not good.
Apparently after the Easter feast, because it's Easter and they're gonna let you do it. Also, this is kind of like a way to screw you over, is that they're gonna make you do this feast around Sarum, and then have to go out to them to stand accused. So you'll have to ride out to Terrabil after Easter. So the feast would be a good time to talk to the Earl, be a good time to talk to the priests, good time to talk to the marshal about legal representation, what do you do? Because this isn't a regular court of law, right? This is literally it's just my best friend. It's who you know. This is it all law in this world is who you know. And as long as that person's law. Yeah, as long as the person's higher than you, they were like, well, you can't do that to him. And someone's like, okay. And that's pretty much the law, right? That's how it goes.
Pendragon footnote. The difference between book law and charismatic law, which is what you're describing, is super interesting. But
it is.
not worth taking up time talking about.
Well, don't worry.
Now.
I can't wait. YouTube's gonna fill up the comments with it, and I cannot wait. All right. So we are, so we're gonna be getting ready to head out to Easter to do this feast, and you guys have a huge shadow hanging over your heads going into this, and this should really feel like you've just been literally like blindsided. You have no idea why this is going on. But apparently it's due to your relationship with Merlin. And you're like, I haven't talked to Merlin in like 10 years. Like, what is going on? Right? But apparently that's it. And it has something to do with what Colin was saying. And apparently that's getting lumped in with Merlin stuff. So like you're on the hook.
We're on the outs.
You are definitely on the outs. Oof.
Yeah. Will Father Tatham see me?
Yeah, Father Tatham will 100% see you.
In
fact, your relationship gives you basically like a free. You don't have to like do the feast to talk to him if you want to get a word with him. He'll totally talk to you about this. And he's like, I've been saying prayers for you ever since I got the news here a week ago, which means he's doing this for a week and hasn't told you. But
sure,
he's also praying for you. So I mean, it's just you realize that he's beginning to he likes you. Again, I think I'm just gonna carry this forward for your intrigue roll. You're realizing that Tathan is like, you're cool, man. I'm always gonna be cool with you. But like, you're no longer like, he doesn't feel indebted to you in the same way anymore. Sure. He's playing the next game now. He's playing the Sarum circuit. Yeah. Okay.
Sure. I don't think that Erwin is misunderstanding his position here. He would be going to Father Tatham as a petitioner to a patron kind of thing.
Totally.
You know, he's seeking his official
on the eve of my daughter's
that kind of Erwin's just a vassal knight, you know.
Knight of Cholderton.
Yes, I find myself in this predicament, and seek your counsel.
Come pray with me. And you kneel in front of the altar. The gentle chorus going. I don't know if I have like a
some chants.
Choir track, right? What's this? Okay. So it's just like, ambient in the background as you guys can whisper. Mm-hmm. Right?
And real quick, what was the knight's name who's accusing us? It starts with B.
Yeah. Sir Brastius? I'll write it in chat. Yeah. Brastius is the one who saved Garrett's life with the first aid, and also led the peace treaty into Terabel.
Gotcha.
Basically, after the Duke was slain, the one who went in there like, yo, you want to keep sieging or do you want to die? Or like you're like, and then we're just gonna kill you all, or do you want to throw in the towel here and we'll let you live? And they're like, I like living. Living sounds pretty good. And they're like, cool.
Yeah. I think I'd probably lead with that then. What do Father, what do you know of Sir Brastius?
There was one knight who has the ear of Uther. It would be Sir Brastius, perhaps even more than his son. His son is reckless and, well, I think you know him for what he is now. Brastius is always considered level-headed, and I don't know what you have done to him to cause such a terrible offense.
I have advised the king once when he asked me for it, but I make no motion towards being his advisor. Sir Brastius shouldn't feel threatened in the least.
Well, apparently you're not the only knights being engaged with. Some other local knights were something to do with this too, and you've just been implicated with that. If my advice to you as you go to this is that disassociate yourselves with whatever nonsense of Merlin and try to play down whatever Garrett's stories are. Really say that you're a knight of the people and rely on the testament of the Earl.
Certainly. Thank you.
The Earl has your back for sure. I'll make sure of it.
Thank you, Father.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I believe that you've done enough already. The prayers alone are appreciated.
Good. Looking forward to presiding over Easter Mass, and I'm looking forward to a very generous donation plate. it goes through for everybody.
Understood.
It's been a good year for most of us.
Indeed. Yes, and he will certainly donate extra this year. Not necessarily out of obligation.
He wouldn't say that. That's not.
He would never say that. But with with Gorthrin here now in Sarum, with it being Easter, Erwin's just feeling a little generous.
So, yeah, let me ask you. Tathan's like, yeah. So you brought your child along, little baby Gorthrin.
Not so much a baby anymore, but yes.
I know, but when you've held him in your arms, you're always going to think of him as a baby, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, like he was there, right? Like he was there for the birth of him, right? He's basically
probably christened him as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like I christened the kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like he has that fire that will never go out. I'm sure that's what makes him grow. It's that light of the Lord in him.
Yes, hopefully he learns to contain it and focus it, but I hope it sees him through.
Oh, he'll be sought through for sure. He's implying that if your kid acts up, Tathan will actually like run cover for him.
Oh, okay.
Right, like I leave it up to you whether or not your intrigue roll continues to stand. If you understand that his double meaning there is that
I'm not sure that it would. Yeah,
sure.
Like I think Erwin doesn't pick up on it.
Don't worry, the good Lord will look over him. Is what he's, is the word he says. He'll make sure his better angels stay on his shoulders.
Thank you, Father. I appreciate it, and hopefully these lessons will take to heart with him.
Good. There's all sorts of devilry afoot in Sarum, but I will make sure that he'll be well blessed and taken care of. Anyone from Chalderton's. That is very good guardian angel.
Excellent. Thank you, Father.
He's not like a dean, but like you should really feel like this is like you're appealing to a college for your kid, like, or a private school. Like it really should feel that way, because that's kind of what it is, right? It's about reputation, and do you get the best mentors? Do you get the best platform like for your kid?
It's all about who he's going to end up knowing and who will vouch for him, because otherwise, who is he?
For sure. Good. All right, well, if there's anything else I can do for you?
Continue to pray for me, and I will do the same.
I will. I'll ask for a prayer for you. Interceding prayer, intercessory prayer. Thank you. I will add an intercessory prayer to the Easter Mass. Show you how your support is. So when you ride off later, you know that we have you here. We know your character.
Mm-hmm.
I
think Erwin's satisfied.
Yeah. Cool. You also don't know if he's lying to you.
Sure.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. All right. Other than that, I think then we do a feast. Yeah. Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Easter, Sarum. You all will be taking a penalty to your appearance test for this.
Yeah.
At a -1. Sorry, -5.
Okay.
No, -1. I was right. -1.
-1.
-1 to your appearances because of the stank. Rumors around you.
Still pass.
Cool. That's 12. 12 beats a 14. And Jim, did you roll? There's Jim's.
No,
Jim's
sir.
pass. Okay. So you are still Gareth. You're near the salt, and Erwin is below the salt.
I thought we had similar appearance. Oh no,
we did.
That's stuff.
He got messed. Yeah, that's where he got the facial scar.
Oh,
his first wound.
Oof.
We did. We both started with 15 appearance.
Yeah.
The Pretty Boy Knights.
The Pretty Boy Knights.
It's got to be taken out somewhere. And you don't want to lose those D6s in damage that you see now, too. Right?
Yeah, no. Losing appearance is much better than bouncing back and forth between 4 and 5 D6.
Really, your appearance is your hit points, because that's really what gets taken down, right? Like that's where you want to like incur the mortal wounds there. Is off your appearance. You want to keep the rest of your stats up. That's good though. I love it. Cool.
Yep.
Well, let me put on some tasteful music, and we'll get ready to go. So you all are there. Either of you wants to go first? Anyone have a plan what they want to do? Well, let's do mass first, right?
Oh yeah, it's an exciting part of any RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, before you eat the offers, there's mass, and I bring up like, why would we do mass? It's only because I want to know if this guy actually that gives you a intercessory prayer.
Sure.
Because there's pressure, right? Like he personally wants to do it, and otherwise he's gonna have to apologize to you. You know what? No.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Your appearance comes up, and I think there's a reason why you don't, and he does not give you the intercessory prayer. I think I'm just gonna declare it.
Yeah.
I think that's more interesting, to be honest with you. If
Yeah,
you're cool with that.
yeah. Erwin's sort of
I live or die by
disheveled.
I live or die by the dice, but sometimes I think your failure actually there. That's kind of why maybe you're below the salt.
I've been kind of mulling over for Gareth how and whether Gareth's sense of religion has shifted all with all these near-death experiences plus the experience in the Enchanted Woods. And I don't know. So if you don't mind, I'd like to roll my religiosity. What is it called? Piety? No, where is it? Spiritual. Yeah, I want to roll spiritual because right now I'm at 10-10. Spiritual and worldly. Whether this is something that Gareth takes seriously, Easter Mass, or if he's just putting in the time. It's a crit. Cool.
Well, let me ask you this though: Are you super paying attention? Because you realize like the stakes of what's going on, and are you like really calling on all your angels for this one?
No, you know what?
Or is that immaterial?
This is an extension. Remember that Gareth sort of swore an oath, right? Yeah. He is not drinking booze and he's not eating rich food until he feels worthy to sit at that table of that Lord of Feasts in the woods, right?
Yeah.
If he feels he's ever that selfless and that pious and that well-mannered, then he'll allow himself food and rich food and good drink. I think Gareth is just slowly edging towards a more sincere spirituality.
Yeah. It only took you 4 near-death experiences.
That's true. Yeah. It wasn't the first 3 axe blows to the chest that did it. It was that last one.
Really got your priorities in order.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I think I'd like to roll trusting versus suspicious for this non-intercessory prayer. Because like I want to say Erwin would do one thing, but maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't.
Absolutely. That's what they're here for, and that sounds great.
Right. So I'll roll trusting and then suspicious. So okay.
Success. Also success, but higher.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that just like Erwin? He wants to believe the best in him though.
Yeah, I think I think that like looking at the dice here, he wants to believe, the pressure, man, this must be serious, Sir Brastius's accusations, but come on. I thought we were from Cholderton.
Yeah.
And I think Erwin's going to remember this. Somehow.
Sure. Erwin will remember this.
I don't think you have to. I don't think a directed trait is necessary for this failed roll, but I think exactly what you thought of is right. I'm into it. Yeah, of course. It's almost like a repeated trend for you too. There seems to be a pattern developing that you tend to think the worst of people when they do something wrong to you.
Oh yeah. We see it as Erwin. It's kind of one of those things where he sort of thinks that, I am a small land holding knight. I keep my place. What's up with all these other people that can't do the same? I think that might be growing inside him somewhere.
Yeah, a little bit of I don't know what you call it, not resentfulness.
Not resentfulness, but like I follow the rules. What's going on with all these other people? Like why can't they?
Yeah. Ever since you lost Erwin the Humble, you lost that epithet. It's like, what's the point of being humble, right? Of knowing, being confident and living within that sort of box. If no one else is, everyone is disappointing you all the time.
It's true.
Everybody is. And like he's known now for his valor, right? That's his highest trait now. So it's sort of like, I think he's sort of
There's a reason why I've been harping with. I mean, kids will always play with swords pretty much, anyways. But like,
sure. Oh yeah.
Also like this is what you are known for. So I imagine this is something that your kids would do, right? If you had a super high something else, and you're also energetic as heck. So it's like, yeah, your kids are running around with swords. It's like
we're building a jousting arena.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't play with swords, he says, with one hanging over the mantle.
Yeah, they're not toys. Okay, cool. I like that a little aside. I like how this game's patterns can evolve, show that stuff. So, anyways, what do we do with the feast?
Feast. Give me cards. I want to draw as many cards as I can.
Sure. You will be still occurring geniality.
Okay. Draw 2 cards. What do I got? What do I got? Show me the cards. All right. There's 1. There's 2. We've got...
Yeah, because once you're at
Chivalrous Life is 1. The conversation turns to Matters of Chivalry. And I would be rolling against one of my traits.
4,000 is 3 cards. So
Hostess needs advice.
You got to do the host.
Oh shit!
When you get a host card, you have to do the host.
Yep. Okay. Hostess desires to speak with you about some problems involving another lady, and I get to roll intrigue. Thank God I boosted that.
Sure. A quick flavor of this. The reason why you're getting dragged into this obviously has to do something with Elaine.
Yeah, it does. Oh,
I don't know the specific context, but
roll the flavor for a justice event.
You're a genius. Illicit love affair. No, theft of valuable property involving an illicit love affair involving someone's dad.
It's
I would love this justice event, actually, real quick, though. Do you see it all in chat? 2 priests arguing about illicit a love affair and stolen property and a debt. And that's why it's a father, because they're priests.
It's a father.
It's a different priest versus priest matchup, everybody. The mirror match.
They're having a spat over the Monsignor. So, theft of valuable property. So the hostess comes like it's a token of a past love affair.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
And I think it's the daughter of the person, right? So the hostess had a love affair with someone's father, and the daughter, she thinks, has like stolen that token as like a fuck you to the homewrecker.
And now it's like, what do I do?
Gareth is like, that's not me anymore. But...
Right. No, this is perfect though, because remember how we left last year? It's like Elaine's like, well, we're going to be a partner, right? We're going to do a partnership.
Yeah.
So this is it, right? Well, what would you do? What do we do? She says we for like the first time.
Yeah.
Right?
We do our best. But if I'm the jilted daughter of someone's erstwhile paramour, that token has long since been destroyed. So I think Gareth's advice is like, we'll talk to them, but understand, like, it's gone. It's gone, and if there's any imbalance between you, it's now rectified.
That bird has flew the coop.
Yeah.
Goes check, but
yeah, the truth is, you're not getting it. You lost this one. You lost this round.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Yeah. Again. Yeah. So again, it's not Lady Elaine. It's Lady Elaine's friend has this problem, and Elaine's talking to you about it. Right.
Yeah.
Cool. So intrigue. Right. Is that what it asked you for?
I passed.
Intrigue. Oh, you did. Oh, I'm sorry. You already rolled.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the whoop sound, so I missed that. My bad.
Whoop. There
cool.
It is. So
good stuff.
That's man. Bring that over
good
here.
One.
Boom.
Yeah.
Right next to me.
What do we see about Erwin? Love salt.
I'm near the salt, right? Not above the salt.
Yeah, you're near above the salt. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I have everybody up one because I'm a dummy.
I was super excited for a second.
There you go. I thought I was putting them on top of the notes instead of the bottom, only because I'm too zoomed in.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. It's been a minute. All right.
So if I have a card that has an hourglass, is that one that I have to play, or is it okay? It's just like the cup.
Yeah, an hourglass typically means hold this card for time, and then something happens. The cup is the Lord cards, and those Lord cards have to be played or prioritized over other cards. So, like, if you had 2 Lord cards, you would have to choose between.
Yeah. Let's see here. I got a juicy one called About Things Real. And it is spiritual versus
is that your
worldly.
rap album?
Yeah, it's his debut. A lady asks if you believe in fairies and spirits. Roll spiritual versus worldly.
Oh, of course they do.
Spiritual wins. Yeah, you tell her. Yeah,
I don't have to. I'm sorry to cut you off. It's just for the sake of the flavor. This is obviously relating to Garrett's stories and the rumors and things like that.
Right.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna play this one.
So, do you believe that stuff?
Yeah. Let's see this.
Ooh. Failure could be like, but I heard you had those standing stones or whatever. And looks even weird for you.
Could be.
It was for an ex.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, my ex got me really into like these healing crystals too. And don't worry about it.
Got into
it was great, but then I went to an alien city and decided it wasn't for me.
It's actually
all right, I'm gonna roll all of I'm gonna roll spiritual, which is all right. Here we go.
Oh my god,
spiritual win. So, and then if I roll both of them, yeah.
I don't see this. Oh, there it is.
Spiritual versus worldly, yeah.
About Things Real. There we go. Chat.
Ooh.
So spiritual
worldly
wins.
Fails.
Spiritual wins. Worldly fails. All right.
So you tell her your own stories about fairies. You can roll fairy lore on a success +1 genealogy,
which he has at 11. So it is something he's.
Do you want to tell? Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question here. Sorry to cut you off, Colin. I would, because there's a way you can angle for a bonus here, right? If you really want this, if you recall something personal or a story of your own, obviously recalling from your own stuff, I would give you a +5.
Okay, so I think that he will. Yeah, he'll recall. My own stories regarding fairies started when I was a young lad with our one of the. He goes on this whole story about how he learned, the sort of various folk ways and the like. But as a man, I have had experiences I cannot explain, experiences out in the wild places of the countryside that would, I'm afraid, make me sound crazy or out of my mind if I spoke them. But maybe it was a dream, maybe it wasn't. But I'd like to think that there was something about it that was real, something about it that makes the world bigger than it seems some days.
That's a good line.
That's a very good line.
Good line.
Give yourself a +5 to the fairy lore test.
All right. That brings it up to a 16. Let's see.
Crit.
That is a crit.
That's good. 2 crits. Look at you went from fucking feast fucking pariah to like the best feast.
Well, fairies are.
I'm a little bit of a fairy expert myself.
Yeah, just don't mind me. All right, so that's
so
one.
The thing about fairies is that you gotta sneak up on them real quick. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to tag you.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god,
the size of that one. Sorry, it goes.
That's awesome.
Farewell, my Australian audience.
Right. So that'll net me 2 genealogy if I'm reading that right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. That was incredible.
Awesome.
What a great roll.
1 genealogy and then the card.
1 genealogy and then 1 for this for the fairy roll.
And it's very much that world's bigger than it is, and that she just totally believes you. But does that answer the root of the question of I guess she wasn't really asking you about how you think you're gonna fare, whether you're guilty or not. It's more of a question. Okay.
I think maybe it's more of like she heard the rumor, and maybe by the time it got to her, it was so diluted or something, or it wasn't necessarily about the real thing. It became about fairies.
Oh yeah,
Merlin.
How many debates or how many like things have you seen that turn into sidetrack conversations that get totally derailed from the original point, where you're like talking about politics, and next thing you know, you're like looking up like random birth rate facts in Guam, or whatever. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
So like that's of course you're asking like, do leprechauns real or whatever? Like at this point.
That's a good pivot, because the original question was like, do you believe the things that like Gareth said? And you're like, well, let's not talk about that. But I do want to talk about fairies.
Yeah, I do want to talk about that one time I woke up in the middle of the night and chased a black rider down.
Yeah. I don't know, that burned my fucking field.
Right, it's burning my fields. Was it a Saxon? Who knows?
Yeah.
It's very good.
Love it. Cool. Let's do some more feasting.
Yeah, let's do more feasting. 2 more cards. Hungry for the feasting. You didn't roll the food that's coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Here, look at this. I like when my players hold me accountable. I also didn't roll the
I don't want any other part of the campaign. I just want to play this for the next 100 sessions.
Oh, this is good. Just for the record, everybody, it's very chilly part of April. Just saying, you know.
What season are we in? Because that changes.
Spring.
Okay.
It's literally this time, like end of March, early April.
Yeah. All right. So I think Gareth's eyes are
pretty
distinct green right now. Okay, let's see what I got. What cards I got?
I like how I could roll weather and you ignore the fact that you asked me about food. And
Correct.
I haven't rolled food.
Just roll. There it is. Eels and thick,
we got the eels.
Puree.
Hell yeah.
What's astrological temperament? Astrological temperament herb cakes and cheese.
Is that wild. To help balance our humors against the zodiac?
Yeah, it is based on that. It is something. Okay. It is something based on the calendar. I don't know. Look it up though. It's something about spices and when you're supposed to use them. They're shaped like they're shaped in like not maybe like constellations is another word of thinking about it.
Oh no.
Oh no! Did you look up astrological temperament herb cakes?
No, I'm
also
looking at my
next halfling wizard.
I'm looking at the cards I drew.
Okay.
One of them is attractive. It's like I could learn a little bit of a skill, but no, the other one's too good. Quarreling knights. 2 knights are arguing and it is getting out of hand. I like this one because I have to roll just versus arbitrary. And this is one of the traits that I just got back to like 10/10. I just got back to like being a normal person and it's immediately being tested.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well then obviously before you make a test here, let's develop the context. Ownership of a pig.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the knights is like
your pig slipped off. It slipped out and made babies with another farm, right? And now who owns the piglets?
Yeah, for the last time, stop calling my mother-in-law pig. Those are my nieces and nephews. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So
yeah.
What does? Yeah. Sorry, I keep cutting you off, Colin. I'm the worst. I'm sorry.
No worries. So I think I got to roll first in this situation because that will inform whether or not Gareth is speaking arbitrary, right? Because this isn't a legal issue.
Absolutely not.
It is still a matter of like justice, though.
Yeah, right. So you need to roll first for your own self as a player to like understand your approach and why it goes horribly right or wrong.
Yep.
They both go wrong.
They both go. Yeah, I'm new to this. I got no idea. I don't know how this resolves with the card, though. Neither wins, so presumably just nothing happens. That seems like the worst case. Unless it counts as a draw, and then we have to roll again.
Gareth the centrist, everybody. All right, tell me. So you don't side. I think the answer. I think you're supposed to roll again.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I like the answer that you just lose it and that you end up just trying to be platitudinal on both sides. Like, I really like the idea that it's just not satisfactory to anybody, including yourself.
Yeah. Oh no, so they're arguing. One's like that pig has been on my family's land for Lord knows how long, and the other one's like, well, if it was your pig, then it wouldn't have come over to our sties. And then one of them looks over and goes, "So Gareth, like, put this fellow to right. Whose pig is it?" And Gareth's just like deer in a headlights, like cup halfway to his mouth. And he's like, what size is the pig? And there's like a pause, and both of them are like, "I don't know about this," and they like move away as they're still arguing.
Yep. Oh, so good.
And the rest of the feast, he's just muttering in his cup, "What size is the pig? What size is the pig? Why would I say that?"
Love it. Colin, you're so rich in your descriptions, and I love your accents. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I have a host card.
Okay. Is this one? Host calls for a song?
Host calls for a song.
And this is all players.
All players opposed to singing. Let's see.
All right. The winning character gains +2 geniality. Partial success is 1. Success is 2. Critical success is 3. And a check to singing. Failure, you mumble along off key. Mumble. Others can be sure whether your cat has been strangled inside your throat. Right. Ooh. Are there 2 fumbles? Oh, it's a failure fumble.
All right. I don't think I'm going to call on a passion for this.
Yeah, no, you're not calling. No one's calling on a passion just for a random boastful song.
Best success, but maybe not the highest.
Okay. Colin, are you gonna sing?
Yes. Give me a second. Just making sure. Oh, that's why. Okay. I have singing 12, which I just crit.
I am giving 5 night stats. Okay. 2 people sing with a 19.
Wow.
I critted.
Oh my god. Why? How would you know that? What song that you? What is this a song that you know very well? Is this a spiritual hymn? Is it something else? Is it just a body ballad? Is it?
Oh, I'm gonna make things so much worse for myself. I'm gonna sing the same song I sang when I first returned.
Okay.
The elf song.
The elf song.
Oh no. Okay. That is very interesting. You are certainly helped by at least one night.
43 of the guests leap on me.
No, it is who is this? Yeah, they're just a steward. Oh, they live in Sarum. Cool. Yeah, yours. Okay, so you were being accompanied by Lady Glessony, singing as well. So you are obviously leading it.
Mm-hmm.
But she will absolutely give you backup or vocals. And I guess so. Let's talk about your choice of song here, right? So obviously you sing very well. I mean that's it puts everyone else to shame. Glessony can keep up with you, but you are by far and away the better singer. But your choice of song here is deliberately not like inflammatory, but obviously is going to cause discussion given your all's circumstances and how right, because like you're just pivoting and you're just leaning hard into this otherworldliness, right? So I gotta ask you, what do you think? because I think you succeed here, so I'm willing to let you have control of this scene. What do you think the reaction of the crowd is? Are they just transfixed by your singing? It's not negative. Like, are they transfixed by your singing? Do they feel convinced that actually you like there's nothing wrong? Like this upcoming trial is going to be a problem for you? Like how far does this go? Like what's the extent? What's the reach of your?
I think
your song here.
Nothing. I think in character, no one really notices, but out of character, the camera, as it were. You mentioned it's chilly lately, like weirdly chilly.
Yeah.
Someone was about to go put a log on, and then Gareth sings this song touched by notes of like warmth and light, and like they put the log aside. Like they're transfixed by the singing, and then like they put it aside, and just briefly it seems like everyone's a little more comfortable with the temperature.
Ooh, okay.
And none of the characters really notice, but the camera makes note of that.
Yeah, the fog is lifted. Just coincides with you. But yeah, I like that. After that song, the fog lifts, and everyone feels like warmer.
Just briefly.
Yeah.
So I get 3 geniality just for the crit. Did I also win the singing contest?
Yeah, you won the contest.
Okay, so I get 5 geniality total.
Yeah, you beat another person who critted. You beat Lady Glesney, but you beat her by 5.
All right.
So don't have to worry about that.
I like that Gareth gets the most glory from feasts. Like this is how Gareth claws his way to glory, is just feasting.
Yeah, I'm power gaming, audience. Yeah. This is the way to win Pendragon is feast.
Right, not the dangers of battle.
Yeah, because I'm shitty at that.
Yeah.
I would like to see a Pendragon campaign that takes place entirely just as like a steward.
2 stewards. Yeah, I could play that game. That'd be fun.
Just dealing with everything as everything else goes around them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so downstairs for this episode of Downton Abbey.
Yeah, exactly. The Downton Abbey. Yes. You got it. Oh yeah, they would obviously have to be in the same house. Yeah, you would just be playing people, like probably just people in Sarum, I think would be the way to do it. I would love to do Murder, She Wrote as it. This night was murdered. Figuring out why now. All right. Anyways. One more round?
Sure. We don't have to do a full 4 more rounds. We could probably just do another 3, I think.
Sure, Colin. One more, at least.
I don't know why it says I have 4 cards.
I love the feast. I love this.
It's so good.
If there was one thing I wish I had an Oath of Endosteel, it'd be a feast deck. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, go ahead. What do you got? Lady's favorite.
Oh, there's another one. There's another timely one.
And a Lost Love, which would obviously
Lost
be
Love, Merciful
Frayed.
versus Cruel.
It's Frayed. It's got to be Frayed if you want to do that one.
It's Frayed. Yeah.
He apparently almost died of a broken heart last year.
Oh yeah.
I rolled, actually in the quick prep before it, I rolled and he actually got a 1 on a survival, and then you rolled the d20 and he survived, but his illness chance was or his death risk was illness, and I think a broken heart is exactly what was do him in. He is absolutely distraught. He will never fight you or anything like that. Like he feels so defeated over it, right? Over everything. And because it's not him. He doesn't feel like you won. Like it's not like a contest. This is real quick about Frayed. I was thinking about Frayed a lot lately. This is why. Like Frayed, just real quick, just give you a psychoanalysis of Frayed here.
Yeah, please.
Frayed did it to himself, and that's why he's not upset with you. He knows he did it. And rather than like have the sense of that most people do, especially in this time period where it's like, well, it can't possibly be me. That's the problem, right? I will just change the world so I fit in it. He is actually caring, and he realizes that his affair ruined it. You know, his kid up in Malahut ruined his whole life, and he did it. And then he confessed about it. And so he just kicks himself all the time. Like, that's why he obviously doesn't want to be your friend at all, Erwin, but he's so in his own head that he hates himself now.
Braid is being like gracious and on that piece of shit. It's all every day with this guy. It's every day being noble and God fucking Braid.
What
I think this is interesting. I think this is interesting because it speaks to Gareth's own sincere love that he held for an Arion, if you recall.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah, a real broken heart.
Gareth is new to the whole being nice thing. So,
That's not being merciful.
Nope. Okay, gotta roll again.
But you also didn't get your cruelty.
Yeah.
Well, are we doing the centrist thing, or we don't change? This is too interesting. I feel like this is too interesting to leave it. So I think a reroll would be. That's how I'm in favor of. But this isn't.
Did I roll?
This isn't a dictatorship. I think.
Yeah. Come on, Dice.
Scene.
Tell a better
Come on,
story.
Dice. Just. God damn it. Come on.
Okay, no. All right, you just rolled again and you didn't get anything. Okay,
I rolled clearly 3 times and just
yeah.
This is
no one. You cannot help him.
Yes, no, Gareth, because Gareth is also kind of confused about how things ended with Anarion.
You make it about you.
So Gareth is like hanging on his shoulder, is like, I understand completely. Not completely, obviously. You sort of did that to yourself, which is okay. That's not the point. You need to be gentle with yourself. You should still hold yourself accountable, obviously. If I had ever done something like that, I haven't. You're the one who did. Okay. But that's not the point.
It's just, you don't understand, Gareth. It's just me. How can I duel myself? I look at it in the mirror. I look at myself in a riverbed and I hate it.
There's nothing wrong with mirrors and rivers, I suppose. And it's not your point, though, is it? It's just like a lot of Gareth struggling to like find his in to give some good advice and just not.
Just keep routing yourself. Awesome. So nowhere with that. I don't think you even get that glory for playing that card, man. I think that's the answer.
Oh no, but it's right there.
I don't think you get it. I don't think you
tried. Get it. Boo. All right.
I think that might be an interesting choice. Is that if you re-roll, you forfeit the glory of the card, but you get the skill test.
Oh, that's I like that.
That's tasty.
Okay.
But we made those rules before you chose to roll. So that's not really fair to you, Colin.
Okay.
So I feel bad. I can't take that from you because we didn't establish that before as the stake. So consider that my favor.
Okay.
There you
Thank
go.
You.
I'm a generous God. This is your spirituality coming through for you.
Yeah. It's like, have you considered praying on it? It's been doing wonders for me, but I didn't cheat on the love of my life, so I'm sorry. Didn't mean to say that.
Actually, he probably hates church.
Oh, he's probably like, someone as impure as me doesn't deserve to set foot in the. It's like, damn it, you're humble.
Yep.
So frustrating, Braid.
Just take my 30 pieces of silver, Gareth. Yeah, he hates himself. He's in the dumps.
All right.
He would be listening to like Titus and Atticus or something right now. They're 30 second. Was it 30 Second to Mars? What's the, I don't know. The screamo bands. That's what he'd be listening to right now. From the early 2000s, 2005 screamo scene. That's his stuff. All right.
Nice.
All right.
Mars Volta. I think that's what it is. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna play.
I know which one you're gonna play.
Yeah.
You have Holy
Blessing. I think I'm gonna play Holy Blessing mostly because this might be Father Tatham not lying about the prayers he said before. It might be whatever, maybe the Holy Blessing is just sort of whatever luck that he has. But I am definitely going to play Holy Blessing because the feast is not where Erwin shines.
You surprised me. I thought you were gonna take up the other one.
I thought about
talk about how you won Lady Free.
I thought about that one as well, and I was like, I think that'd be good. But I think that the feast is one of those places where Erwin still feels a little uncomfortable, and so like engaging with others or things like that. That's my justification.
That's fair.
I mean, he's only one below his modesty. Whether he would brag about true love that he has is.
I didn't read the card entirely. I was reading the other card.
So I had two. One was romance. One was Holy Blessing.
And you're choosing Holy Blessing.
I'm choosing Holy Blessing. Whatever Father Tatham may or may not have done.
You keep this card, and as long as you keep it at the end of the feast, you gain 50.
Yeah, or I can spend it to get an automatic success if we're doing another round.
Yeah, let's do one more. So it's be a full 4.
Okay, so I think I'm missing some geniality.
You totally are. I haven't been giving it to you. There was one for last turn, and here's one for this turn.
Okay, cool.
Why do you have 8?
I got 5 just for the singing.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, that's why. This is your okay.
Mm-hmm. In its element.
Yes, very much in his element. A new man in a new place.
You also have been getting really good cards. For example, you haven't gotten like exit cards. You haven't gotten a lot of terrible post cards. You have your choice. The deck smiles upon you today. All right, so Gareth, your 2 cards are tired. Don't speak of the devil.
Yeah,
you're automatically energetic though.
Yeah.
Entry 16.
Yeah, I think I got to take that one.
I feel like you kind of have to. I feel like when something tests something,
I've been doing a lot. Yeah.
Although, I think what's more interesting though is more food because of you.
Yeah, because of my vow.
So, I don't say you have to. Like both of these sound kind of like almost mandatory and interesting. Which was the more interesting to you?
Tired to me. I'm gonna flip a coin.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip a coin. So sure. On a 1 I go tired. On 2 more food.
Yeah.
1 more tired.
All right. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Cool. You cool with that, Jim?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I just have to roll energetic versus tired.
So
energetic versus.
Sure. So you feel exhausted and think about retiring. Is this exhaustion coming from like you beating yourself up earlier? Actually, like finishing singing has taken it all out of you.
I think this is.
Or is it more physical?
Gareth has been kind of the center of attention so far. Like there's the singing contest, and then the quarreling knights came to him. His wife came to him about the problem with a friend, and then Frayed wouldn't stop crying into his soup. So Gareth has been kind of like running around this feast.
Everyone but the host needs you.
Yeah. So I will roll energetic versus lazy.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Okay, I think you leave.
Yeah, I think I like Irish goodbye. I think Gareth like maybe is thinking about going back to his seat, and then he sees someone kind of loitering around. He's like, I'm not having another fucking conversation.
No, there's another effect here.
Is there?
I don't know if this is somewhere. I don't know if this is listed somewhere, but if you leave the feast before you're supposed to, it's bad.
Right.
It could cost you geniality.
So lazy didn't win because I failed both.
Yeah, but you fumbled energetic.
Yeah.
technically you failed both, and that it doesn't count that. So you're right.
But I don't see anything in the handout about leaving earlier, but that is a
no,
faux pas.
That's the card. Lazy wins. I guess I assumed that energetic was a fumble, that lazy wins by default.
Right.
But I don't know why
right.
I thought that. Like, because it just sounds right in your head, right? If one gets a fumble.
It does.
But that's not actually true. I just made that up right now.
Are we thinking of D&D kind of terms where it's
numbers go up? No.
Numbers always go up or something.
I don't know.
Or like success is binary.
I think you gotta reroll.
All right.
I think the answer is reroll in here.
Yeah, because this one has a clear investment in one of the two.
Okay, you do pass
energetic ones.
So you do energetic does.
Gareth thinks about leaving.
Yeah, you're getting ready to leave, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? I imagine it's like you literally look at the bathroom or whatever, and you're like, man, and you like that part, like I could go right now.
Yeah.
But then what keeps you? Does somebody see you? Is it sort of like
I see Lady Elaine. I see Lady Elaine seated talking with a group of people, and she has the same expression on her face that she does when we're playing chess, like she's like figuring something out. And our eyes meet, and Gareth is like, "All right, yeah." And Gareth has a little moment of, "Nah, she's having fun. We'll stay. I can do it. I've gotten hit with 4 axes. I can make it to midnight."
So good.
And like Gareth sits down, and Elaine's like, "Did you almost leave me here?" Yes, my darling, I did.
I don't know what she would say back. Thinking about it, I just don't know what she would return.
She wouldn't, because she already let Gareth know that she knows that, and it's like,
yeah,
I know, babe, I know you. I saw it. I read you.
Just reading each other. Okay. Yeah. Good. I love that. That's good. I like that you were give that additional context.
Mechanically, nothing happens.
Yeah, literally mechanically nothing happens. But it's a good scene. All right, Jim, what do you have?
I can't draw cards. And I was thinking of just like, he's just passing the time with gaming. He's not particularly good at it, but maybe some of the other newer knights are dealing in, and he's like, sure, so he'll game
late night
this round. Yeah.
Late night gaming. Oh, he's logging into Xbox Live.
To grind out his hours.
What are you guys thinking? Blood Gulch, all rockets.
Oh my god!
All right, this is against his gaming of 3.
All right, you're fighting a 9, a 4, and a 19.
Hey, like
like you can beat a 32.
Clearly, the 19 is
the one running,
hustling everybody.
The game. Yeah.
Sir Tancred, Jesus.
Oh wow!
Oh, one dude critted.
All right. Oh, so close.
That wasn't crit. I got them mixed up.
Nope. So close.
Very.
What was the wager?
We didn't really discuss it.
And you didn't say in the handout.
Were we going to choose if gaming? Did you want this to cost money, or was this wager just for fun?
I think like Erwin is probably just for fun, but if it was a low wager, he'd deal in.
The question is whether or not this person is a shark.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, there are sharks. That was for money.
Okay.
Never play with Sir Tancred. Never.
Yeah.
No, let's actually. I'll see who this is. I think it's D81. 69.
It's the funny number.
It's the one.
It's the one.
We're going
they're alive.
Libra or shillings?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I swear to God. Know what row 69 is in my spreadsheet?
Who?
Father Tathan.
Oh.
Yeah. I swear to God.
On Easter, no less. He's going to gamble.
Yeah.
It's literally dogs playing poker, only it's you all.
So it can't be for money, right? Because like,
no, I think it could be for money.
It can't be for money, but it's for something that's worth money.
It's going to the church.
Yeah.
It's yes.
Oh
it's
my!
That way, if we won, we would be taking money from the church, which is not.
Yeah, you would donate it anyways.
Yeah.
Oh,
and of course, Father Tathan, it's like I'm not gambling because clearly I'm gonna win.
Yeah,
there's no gamble.
He's shuffling the cards, right? And he's like, "This is a game that a London merchant taught us as he was going through." It's called Magic the Gathering. Here you go. Here's a deck, and he just brings out his pay to win competitive deck.
Right.
Another round. Yeah.
No.
It's like it is some sort of card game, right?
Oh.
But and he does say something about the London. It is a London merchant game he talks about because that is obvious. Like, and again, like this is him, being that kind of city slickery that you haven't really seen about him before.
Yeah, he's really taken to Sarum, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, he has.
Yeah. It's that lucky cat I gave him.
I think it's what he says. It has to. The cat. I mean, the cat probably lives there. It's like, so like literally jumps like behind as it just did with Colin, like in real life. You know, the lucky cat. That's all I could say.
The lucky cat.
Yeah. You know, he's like, I would like to say that this is, you know, my closeness with God, but really, it's when it comes to games with cards, it's the cat.
It's the cat. Yeah.
There's a very secular. I don't know. There's just a. Tathan's always had that. Yeah. No, I mean he's always kind of had that stuff. Like he's been a spiritual guide for people. Yeah, sure. You're no. I think he has changed. He's let more of his He's a great person of reading people and understanding and listening to them, right? He has just a very high, like I guess someone would say like emotional intelligence or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's using it in the wrong ways now too.
Yeah.
Because he has plenty of more opportunity. Because otherwise he has just peasants that talk to him all day, right? Back in Chalderton, and now he's like.
He's the ear of powerful people.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it fits with how you portrayed him like over the last few years. He's always had something's going on with this guy.
Schemings.
Yeah. All right. Well, he'll have a good time, I guess.
And so as that's going on, it's like, oh well, come on, just stay another round. This one's you don't have to worry about any money or anything like that. But I do want to tell you about cloth prices and how they fluctuate as he shuffles up the next round.
Yeah.
Again, like just random shit the London merchants would talk about.
It's price fluctuation. The price is the price. Yeah. All right.
Now, Tathan, any price willing on the market is by definition fair. I call. All right. Yeah. Cool. All right, I think that wraps up the night of the feasting.
All right.
Let's calculate our geniality.
Yeah. I'll cash in my holy blessing.
For extra 15.
Yeah, that brings me to 45 for the whole feast. Respectable, but nowhere
8,
near Gareth's.
9, 10, 11. So Jesus. Is that 110 glory?
Mm-hmm.
This was Gareth's day.
This was Gareth's PR tour before the fucking trial.
Also.
Yeah.
I think that maybe informed his choice of song a little bit as well. He's not happy of this accusation of dishonor. No. He's not.
And you don't even know why you're being implied.
Yeah.
Apparently Merlin had some other knights do something, and that because Merlin did this thing with these knights, you guys are culpable too.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, because Merlin has asked you to do things in the past for him, and that's weird, right? Like you're literally just getting roped in. You're like, I don't even.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah.
Awesome. It was a good feast. Good feast. Yeah. I got to catch up to Jim somehow.
Yeah. So while we're waiting on Jim, is there a way you can't do Pendragon and Ironsworn, can you?
Pendragon and Ironsworn?
I don't think you can.
Yes, you can. It's all about swearing oaths. It's
yeah,
like 100% what the game's about.
You would need like when your emotions are cloudy or something like that.
What, like endure stress?
Yeah, something. But stress has a different meaning. And sorry, we're talking about Colin and I've been playing Ironsworn a lot, and we're obsessed with it. So, but sorry. Okay, you're back. Yeah. So the rest of the feast will go by largely like it's getting early. You guys all retire. You say your farewells. Everyone leaves at the right time. No faux pas are had. You anything, since no one did any additional intrigue or anything like that. Yeah, what I've told you is what you all know. Is that apparently some no-name knights from literally around Cornwall helped Uther or helped Merlin. You're not even exactly sure what it is. There's like Merlin had him do something, and now Uther and Grain and everyone's mad at Merlin and these knights, and they can't find Merlin right now, and so they're bringing. They're hunting down these two knights, and apparently you guys are getting implicated in some way. Either find these knights or find Merlin. Like you don't know. Like, but the point is that there is this cloud around you all that you're not reliable, and like you are, and that Brastius is calling you out. And that's really kind of all you know as you guys head out there.
All right.
But this will be. But you do know that you should be expecting a very formal trial, and that Uther has declared this is going to be a by the book, as much as Uther can have it. What does Madoc do? So here's a funny thing. Madoc probably, I don't know. You're not here yet, so you don't know what he's thinking. But I think I know what he would do. So you guys are riding up there. I don't know if you guys would go alone though, right? Your squires would probably still have to come with you.
Yeah. Squires would come with.
It's a long journey for just two people.
And we're heading to where Uther is at the castle.
You're going to Cornwall. Yeah, I'll map it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're going east. Everybody. Remember,
I would ask if
we're over here,
the wife and kid want to come.
And you're going here. Like you're traveling for weeks.
Yeah, I would ask if Elaine wants to bring Aeswin and Glessig.
To your trial?
Yeah.
I just don't think that's something that you do.
Okay. Yeah, Elaine probably shoots that idea down.
No, listen, I've been talking to the girls at Sarum, and there's this thing, and it's too important.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to, and I give you the best wishes. Listen, if there's one thing, and I think as you are in the process, this is sort of like happening as you're traveling, right? As we're having these scenes happen in the past, right? And Lady Elaine does give you some advice here as your wife. And in fact, and then I'm going to ask you a similar question or about advice that I think your wife would give you going into this piece. But Elaine gives you the advice is that whenever it comes to some sort of trial, curry the favor of the women who have Uther's ear. You can get your grain on your side. The best advisor should be the ruler's wife, if she knows what she's doing. And Igraine,
I've met Igraine. I've met the queen.
Yeah, the queen
I've
knows.
I've met her. Okay. Good advice, Elaine.
So she tells
Elaine
you
gets a smooch for that one.
like, yeah, like, you know, again, she's more eloquent than me because I'm just making this up. But like, Elaine says something like, so Brastius is calling you out, and Brastius is literally the right-hand man of Uther, almost even more than Madoc, right? His son, his bastard son. You're not gonna, like, convincing men that way is gonna be really hard, like, to get Uther to, like, side with you over him. But if you can maybe side with someone else that Uther respects, like his wife, you know, that's a different angle that they don't really have, that can win it, right? She's giving you good plays. And if you ever want to call on this advice to, like, give you a bonus to some sort of role in these current situations, you can say I'm using Erlane's bonus here to get you this, right? As like an expendable, a consumable thing, right? Now, what does your wife give you, Erwin?
So I'm thinking, she's back in Colchester, yeah?
Yeah, but she just loves you, and she's terrified for you, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't know if she gives you any advice other than just come back and whatever it takes.
Yeah, I think you know, this is one of those things where if Erwin were headed off to battle, he'd have a comforting word or something to say, but I think he doesn't quite know what to expect either.
You promised her that, like, you wouldn't have any, you know, you would be a good knight, and this is like, you know,
something's going on in the king's court, and the truth will out. It must.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jim. I'm gonna co-opt this a little bit.
Sure.
And I think you need to talk to her and promise her that this, like, you didn't have any say with this, and that you need to assure her. So, like, you're not getting any. You have to do additional work to help your wife here. Be like, no, I promise you, right? And your feelings as you arrive at court will be based on sort of the results of this role, right?
Sure.
She's not going to leave you or anything like that in this role. It's just like, you know, like, did you leave the house angry? You know, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's sort of like the thing I'm thinking of right now as this goes, right? Is this a love role, or is this like what do you say, or you know, because it could be courtesy, it could be some other kind of skill, it could just be from the heart. But again, like, she's pressing you that she says, I have so much doubts about this. You know, I love you, but you promised that you would be above reproach, and now Uther's right-hand man has called you out, and it's just getting it's getting too much for me. I feel like I've made the worst mistakes. I've ruined. I'm a curse, and she's taking it on herself.
I think Erwin, when she says mistake, the only mistake was the association that I had with Merlin. This is all born out of an escapade from years ago and a speech that he gave at a feast. I have done nothing to cross Sir Brastius, but I've also done nothing to distance myself from Merlin and his rascally and irresponsible behaviors. I will travel to Cornwall and make amends. You can be assured that the man that you married is above reproach, and I will prove it to you, or else I don't know that Erwin can actually bring himself to say what the or else is.
Totally. To both of you, trial by combat would be like a thing you could appeal to.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you would win against like, both of you know that you're not a match for Sir Brastius.
Sure.
What about trial by ordeal?
Yeah, like, you could do could definitely do other trials, but I'm just saying that, like, you know, that's on the table, and, like, that's the thought that they're thinking of because you're knights, and that you're gonna rush to this, right? Or, like, you're gonna think about it and be like, I need you to come back. I'm jumping back into the scene with Erwin when I'm thinking of that, and then she's afraid that you're gonna die. That you basically ruined your name and now ruined her name, and she's gonna be a widow, and she just started this life and everything's ruined. And but I think we're gonna see how this plays out here, right?
Sure.
You're telling her that this all comes from Merlin, and this isn't any real
that
truth
it's and
to
specifically
it.
if specifically that
I'm coming back.
Yeah, specifically that Erwin should have. This is a consequence of something Erwin should have done, and he is going to correct that mistake.
Yeah, yeah. You're writing your own wrong in your own history.
Yeah,
and then you should have done this a long time ago. Like
should have done this a long time ago. Yeah.
It's good. This sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Anything you want me to roll?
Yeah, your love of family.
Love of Lady Great or the family?
Actually, your honor.
Ooh, honor.
Because you're righting your wrongs. Rolling your honor. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Oh, I don't like that one.
That's a fail. That's a 14.
Yeah. It's the recent hit.
Oh my god. Okay. So she takes this as bad, and so I think she's going to escalate this and call out, being like, "Is that why you taught your old wife swordplay? Like how can I believe you?" And this is the part where it's like, "Sir, my lord, your horse is ready, my lord."
Yeah.
Garrett's outside.
Yeah. Let's see here. I wonder what my.
We can continue the scene. But if you wanted to end it on that sort of tenuous circumstances of your wife and.
I like the dangling. Yeah, I think Erwin might just take that sting, and he doesn't want to retort.
Yeah, and say anything that I would regret. Like maybe that's what you say. It's like, I'm leaving, and I'm not gonna say because I don't want to say anything I regret.
Yeah. And he's just, this is where he doesn't normally assert his patriarchal authority, but this would be one where he's like, this conversation's over. He does, you know what I mean? He's like, we're done, and leaves.
Damn. I did not see Team Gareth Elaine being the wholesome couple bunch as the end of this episode. But here we are.
I keep talking about Gareth being a changed man, but Erwin's a changed man too.
This is why I love giving you all victories and letting you fucking savor and relish the victories, because then the next drama comes up and it just feels good.
Oh yeah.
All right. I think we'll pick up next session during the trial.
Sweet.
Nice.
As you guys arrive in Tintagel. Oh, Pendragon, everybody. Good
Pendragon.
Prom Dragoons. Yeah. Do anything want to announce? Any chatters?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Colin.
I'm Com Volcanet. I'm one half of the Phantom Roll Booth. We do RPG and RPG adjacent stuff. My latest project is the Wine Sea Sagas. It is a homebrew setting based on the antiquity, the Bronze Age, the post-Alexandrian Mediterranean world, using the Ironsworn RPG by Sean Tompkins, which is free. I'm putting together a community that we are going to be streaming and logging and doing solo and co-op adventures and stuff. So keep an eye out for that on my Twitter @ColinItLikeIC. I promise you won't miss it.
Jim.
Cool. Yeah. So I don't have anything specifically to announce other than WebDM has plans to continue. Normally we film in person, which is not at the moment an option. So we're exploring. Maybe you can see setting up some remote studio space and the like, just to give everybody, mostly a reassurance bit. We'll continue as much as we can, because with everybody stuck home, we do not want you guys to lack for content and just maybe just a modicum of normalcy. And so, that's about the only thing that I've got to say on that front.
That is, that it is a weird time, and you're not alone. A lot of content creators are struggling with coming up with new digital content plans.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
if anything, expect more free stuff from us, just because, just to give you guys something. So
yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Yeah. So thanks. So for me, I started off saying it's kind of been like a long week. Because yeah, we've been doing a lot of games. I did a couple one shots as other people, some friends of mine. Zipperon Disney, if you know him, taking his couple forays into streaming. I played a one shot with him, and he has a cool D&D advice channel. It's I don't know where we're gonna go with that, but that happened. I've been still doing the Sunfall cycle on Wednesdays. I played Ironsworn Sagas, or I just combined everything. The Wine Sea Sagas, the Ironsworn game that Colin did. I linked it in chat here, and I'll link to it as well. And it's called Ilmet in Thagoras is the first episode, because that's exactly the type of game we're going for. So if you like Mediterranean Lankmar, you're in the right spot. And yeah, let's see. Oath of Endosteel has been amazing. That's on AP Gaming's channel. That's my Pendragon BattleTech game. So I've been relishing the quality games I'm in right now. It's a good time for me in gaming. And then not streamed, but Colin and I are playing a game of Here I Stand, which is all about 16th century European history. Colin live tweeted it. We're playing on Friday, and I caught we play turns of that stuff, and it's like playing chess against like when you have to wait, like play by mail. And I'm just sitting there like by the window, like, for these moves. I've never thought more about a board game.
It's a lot. It's one of the most complicated games I've ever played. Maybe not the most complex games. There are a lot of mechanisms, a lot of moving parts. None of them are that hard, but there is a lot to think about in every point of your turn.
Exactly. I love it, and it's a puzzle that's constantly unfurling and changing. It's like cloth prices fluctuating.
So if you're interested in that, definitely look out for my Vodka Pope tweets, which is usually hammered when we play, and that really helps my game. Gets me into the thought processes of Pope Clement IX.
Yeah, the game is incredible. But if it's a heavy game, and so we've been doing that as well. So that wraps it up for here. Thanks. I know we're ending out a little bit early, but I think it was a good note to end on. So thank you all. We'll be back next week for more sweet Pendragon 492 action. As always, you can find it here. It's also on YouTube. And again, thank you everyone in chat who is here. I love seeing new faces and reoccurring faces. You all are great. It's seriously super cool how many people love this show and keep finding the show and are following our adventures. So keep it up. Share this around. We love this game, and I'm sure other people will. And you all make it happen. So thank you so much. Bye, everybody.